Hello and welcome back to another Eat Smart Nutrition lesson, where today's topic is water, and we're going to answer the most common question: how much water should I drink each day? So not only are we going to answer that question, but we're going to look at why you should drink so many glasses of water as well. We're going to first begin by talking about the health benefits, because our body's principal chemical component is water, which makes up about 60% of our body weight, which means that water is the only fluid that our bodies need. Every system in our bodies depend on water. For example, water flushes toxins out of vital organs, carries nutrients to your cells, and provides a moist environment for the ear, nose, and throat tissues. A lack in water can lead to dehydration, which is a condition that occurs when you don't have enough water in your body to carry out normal functions. Even mild dehydration can drain your energy and make you feel tired. Those that are properly hydrated can actually have higher metabolisms, which means that you can burn fat at a faster rate than if you're dehydrated. Therefore, water is clearly the most important nutrient and the most abundant substance in the human body. Let's take a look at some of our more watery parts. Our lungs contain about 90% water. Our lean muscle tissue is about 75% water. The brain is comprised of about 70%. Bone is about 22%, and body fat contains about 10% water. There are tons of benefits to drinking enough water, but we're going to focus our attention on three in particular. The first is that if you are properly hydrated each day, you will have less pain and irritation in and around your joints. You're also less likely to feel hungry all the time, which means that you're less likely then to overeat at each meal and snack. You also are likely to find that your energy levels are going to be much more elevated throughout each day when you're properly hydrated. All right, let's take a little deeper look at these benefits, and we'll first address the protection that it provides to our joints. In between the joints in the body, there's a lining of cartilage that exists, and that lining between the joints uses water as a cushion between the bones so that the joints can move much more easily. If there's not enough water being consumed, pain and irritation can actually develop in that joint space, and over time could lead to things like arthritis. So keeping yourself adequately hydrated can reduce or alleviate a lot of these symptoms. Now, another extremely important benefit to adequate water intake is its ability to provide us with feelings of fullness both before and after meals and snacks. And I want to take a few moments to explain this. Feelings of hunger are many times triggered by being slightly dehydrated, and I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit. When we wake up in the morning and in between meals and snacks, our bodies become hungry. When this happens, signals are sent to and from our brains telling us that we should eat. All right, when this happens, that's a normal, everyday physiological process. When we wake up, we're hungry, our brains tell us it's time to eat. However, I want you to keep a special note of this and pay attention. Those same signals and feelings of hunger are also sent to and from our brains when we are even just the slightest bit dehydrated. And oftentimes we mistake being thirsty for needing to eat actual food. So in other words, when you wake up in the morning and you're hungry and starving and want to eat something, that's usually because you're in need of calories. But you can also feel that exact same hunger and desire to eat when you're slightly dehydrated or chronically dehydrated. So for those of you who really are trying to lose weight and you find it a constant battle of feeling overwhelmingly hungry and always needing to eat, you need to listen a little closer, because you don't know whether those hunger signals are a result of being actually really hungry or if it's because you're slightly dehydrated. So it's essential, whether or not you want to lose weight or maintain or just get healthy, when you meet your body's water requirements, these fake signals of being hungry don't happen as much, and then you don't necessarily overeat at each meal and snack. And I hope that made sense, because it's very important to understand that being just slightly dehydrated can send signals to your brain that tell you to eat with the same power and the same feelings as those that occur when you really are hungry. Let's now take a look at the most common question: how much should I drink? Sedentary adults, meaning you are not engaged in a regular exercise program, should drink no less than 6 to 8 cups of water each day. If you are active, you are engaged in a regular exercise program, you should drink more than 6 to 8 cups per day. So as a general rule, if you're not very active, 6 to 8 cups will generally meet your body's water requirements. If you're active, you're going to need to drink a little bit more than that. And just so you know, 1 cup is in reference to 8 fluid ounces. I want you to drink enough water so that you rarely feel thirsty and you produce colorless or slightly yellow urine. Now, an important point with all this, and something that comes up a lot, drinking more water does not make you gain weight. While it may make you go up initially, within the first week or two, this reverses very quickly. After your body gets used to having the necessary amount of water, it actually stores less of it. And it's when you drink too little that you hold on to every little bit that you consume. You will lose weight more efficiently when you are properly hydrated. So keep that in mind. You have to be properly hydrated to lose weight efficiently. So how do you stay properly hydrated? It's generally not a good idea to use thirst alone as a guide for when to drink, because by the time you become thirsty, you may already be slightly dehydrated. The idea is to stay consistently hydrated, both for optimal performance and efficient weight loss. Seesawing between hydration and thirst can actually hold you back. To ward off dehydration and make sure your body has the fluids it needs, I want you to try these tips. Make water your beverage of choice. Drink a glass of water with each meal and in between meals, and I want you to go a step further and even try for meals and snacks. Hydrate before and during exercise, and try substituting water for alcoholic drinks at social gatherings. I also want you to try to drink 1 of your cups of water first thing each morning. Breakfast is essential to eat each day, as its name says it all. It's breaking the fast. You've likely spent the last 8 hours or so without food or drink, and now you are breaking that fast when you eat breakfast. It's not only food that you need, though. When you wake up, whether you feel like it or not, you're also at least slightly dehydrated, and that's the perfect time to have your first cup of water. All right, let's take a look at a very important don't in terms of health and weight loss success, and that is, I do not want you to drink your calories. Fortunately, water is calorie-free. Therefore, it's the beverage of choice. A healthy diet does not rely on fluids to provide calorie or nutrient needs. I want you to remember something very important. Water is the only fluid that our bodies need. The one exception to this rule in this program, however, is skim milk. I recommend that you drink 2 to 3 cups of skim milk per day for the protein, calcium, and vitamin D benefit that you get from it. So what about coffee, tea, and sodas then? Well, I want you to be mindful of how many of these caffeinated beverages that you consume. Even though coffee, tea, and soda contain a high percentage of water, I do not want you to count them towards your daily water totals. Caffeine can actually increase your need for more water. Therefore, a lot of caffeinated beverages can actually do more harm than good. So here's how I want you to log your beverages. First, let's take a look at coffee and tea. Try to limit yourself to no more than a cup or 2 of these beverages each day. Do not count these towards your daily water totals. You'll log them like you log food, but they do not get counted in your water totals. How about soda? Try to reduce your soda consumption, even if it's diet, over time to none. Do not count soda, even if it's diet again, towards your daily water totals. You'll log your soda just like you do regular food. How about fruit juice? Try to reduce your fruit juice consumption over time to none. Again, just like soda. I want you to eat your fruit. Don't drink them. When you drink fruit, you get none of the fiber benefit. In fact, your body doesn't recognize those calories in the same way that it does when you eat the whole fruit itself. So I don't want you to drink your fruit. I want you to eat them. And then also, do not count fruit juice towards your daily water totals either. Log it just like food, but don't count it towards your water totals. And then how about skim milk? Try to consume, once again, 2 to 3 cups per day for the protein, calcium, and vitamin D benefit. However, with that said, you also are not to count skim milk towards your daily water totals. I want you to log it just like regular food. Therefore, the only beverage that you're logging as water is pure water itself. That was a lot of information, but I want to wrap this video up with this quick health tip. And that is, if you struggle with drinking enough water, you just simply can't drink as much as you know you should, then simply try adding some fresh lemon or lime juice to your glass of water for taste. Make it as palatable as possible, and doing so adds no calories. You don't have to count that lemon or lime. peel in your food logs, but it is a great way that you can add a little flavor to your water so that you start drinking more. Now, one very important warning to wrap this whole thing up is that you should avoid placing a lemon or lime with its peel inside your drinking glass, because lemons and limes that are not organic contain a large quantity of pesticide residue on their outer surface. So, to reduce how much ultimately gets absorbed into your drinking water and into your body, squeeze the juice into your glass and then discard the peel. Doing so virtually reduces any of those nasty chemicals that would ultimately get ingested into your body. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.